What's up, everybody? This is MP Gonzo back with another video, and I want to talk about 5 things I wasn't expecting being on Cpap therapy in my first month. Okay, so I've been on Cpap therapy for about 31, 32 days now, and I just thought I'd share my experience, right? 5 things I wasn't expecting. So let's get to it. Now, the first thing that I wasn't expecting being on Cpap therapy was to know that my doctor was useless, is useless, doesn't help me out for anything. Okay. I think my cat and my chihuahua are more useful in terms of CPAP therapy. Now, you might be saying, hey, maybe it's just your doctor. Okay. Maybe you didn't follow up. Maybe this, maybe that. But let me explain. When I got my machine, the doctor told me, hey, give me a call and I'm gonna help you out. So I was expecting what pressure I needed to be on, right? Because they know the severity of sleep apnea that I have. I expected some troubleshooting, what to prevent, things to look out for, things to prevent, maybe check out some forums, right? And this is what my doctor told me after an hour waiting. Okay, doctor said, "Hey, you have an automatic CPAP machine. I have the ResMed AirSense 10. Just turn it on, and you'll be fine. Let the machine do all the work." Now, I was kind of stunned, and then he hanged up. I was stunned because that's all he said. A, a quick 5-second conversation, and I'm not even exaggerating. Now, I knew he was wrong, right? Because prior to that, I did my own research, right? I went to the forums myself. I went to a bunch of YouTube videos, and everyone says that just 4 to 20 is the doctor is just straight up lazy. Okay, you have to dial in on the pressure. So I had to do everything on my own. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so and sadly, this is very common in the CPAP community. Those that are on CPAP therapy, they know that the doctors is not so great when it comes to CPAP, right? A lot of them, they'll look at the data to analyze your data, see what you have to make any adjustments. Many of them are, they just think like, oh, it's an automatic machine, leave it on. For me, that's just straight up laziness. Maybe they have no time, but at the end of the day, you're paying for your insurance, so they should make time for you, right? That's not your fault. So doctors are kind of useless in CPAP therapy, not just for me, but for many, many people. It is a known thing, which sucks, honestly. Okay? The second thing I wasn't expecting being on CPAP therapy was for me to feel great. Now, I was expecting to feel good, but not really great. Okay? It is a night and day difference how I am right now to a month ago. Okay? I wake up energized. I feel like I can attack the world. I have a clear focus on my goals, on my life goals, and I now have energy to go after them. Okay, I'm no longer drained mentally and physically no more, right? And that is a big plus. Okay, guys. So all the other things I want to talk about, yeah, most of them I guess are kind of negative because I wasn't expecting it. It's worth it for this, right? For feeling so great, especially how I was before. So, if if you're considering being on CPAP therapy, that you need to be on it, you're struggling, it's worth it, guys. It's worth it. Trust me. Okay, so I was expecting to feel really good. I wasn't expecting to feel great. Okay, huge, huge, huge. All right. Now, the third thing that I wasn't expecting being on CPAP therapy was issues with the CPAP mask. Okay, now I knew issues with CPAP masks are common, okay, but it's one of those things that you don't know the issues until you actually go through it, right? Like you may know running a marathon is like hell, but when you're actually doing the marathon, you're like, oh my god, right? That's how it was with my CPAP, or was with the CPAP mask. I got better at it. I got a nasal mask, okay. I got the bleepy clips, which I'm gonna make a video about it, right? You put this on your nose. And the thing that I wasn't expecting with that mask, honestly, was pinching my nose. Now, you almost can't see it no more, but it got really dark red, like bruised up. I started pinching it. It came to a point where the pain was so much at night, I had to wake up and just take off my mask because the pain, right? And then I go to work and I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I look like Bozo the Clown with the big red nose, spotty nose, and like a poor nose. And I just wasn't. I expected the mask to have a leak, honestly, maybe even fall off like while I'm moving, but I wasn't expecting it to bruise me up. Okay, now I did some adjustments to it, and I'm gonna talk about the review on the Cpap Bleepy clips. Okay, the pros and the cons. So I'm debating with to get another mask right now. Honestly, just a nasal cushion one, right? We just put it on. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes for the next couple of days or weeks, and I'll make a determination on that. So I wasn't expecting the CPAP mask to be that big of an issue, right? But honestly, compared to other people that I've talked to, if I could fix that, I should be good. So we'll see. Okay. Now, the fourth thing that I wasn't expecting being on CPAP therapy was, especially the first 3 weeks, honestly, 3.5 weeks, was the little hours of sleep I was gonna get. Okay, now I've always been a bad sleeper. Okay, whether it's sleeping late, right, having troubles falling asleep, staying asleep, or just waking up early. Okay, now being on CPAP therapy for the first 3 4 weeks, besides the second day where I slept 8 hours and I felt boom a 10, like how I feel today actually. I was sleeping 4 hours, four and a half, maybe five. And the thing about this is that I would sleep at 10:30 because I was dead tired, right, from working out, work, all that stuff. And then I wake up at 3:30 a.m. And the thing that there's not a lot of things to do at 3:30 a.m. My family is sleeping, the gyms are closed, right? So you're like, what the hell? Like, I want to sleep more, like, you know? And yeah, you feel great, you feel good, right? Because, it's like a rush of energy that your body has never had. But it did suck at the same time. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. And the thing about that is, you wake up at 3 a.m., 5 hours of sleep, you go to work. By the time 12 o'clock hit, you're kind of feeling tired again, right? Just from having a normal day. So, it was offsetting some of the pros and the quality of, right, that I was experiencing. Quality of, feeling good. But luckily, the last couple days, right, maybe like day 28, I've been sleeping more, like 6 hours, six and a half. Last night I slept 8 hours and I woke up feeling amazing. So hopefully it continues, right? I know some people say, hey, it's stress from work, and some of it could be, but sleeping 4 hours, 4.5 hours, just from when I wasn't stressed out for no reason, that's how I knew it wasn't so much stress. Kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie, even though I felt great. So hopefully I can now stick to 8 hours of sleep. All right. Now, I have my notes here. The last thing I wasn't expecting being on CPAP therapy was dry mouth issues. Okay. Now, I know that dry mouth is very common in the CPAP community. It's one of the most common things. All right. However, so far, I've done everything to combat it. I raised the humidifier like almost all the way up. It feels like, I have Hell's Kitchen cooking in my nose. I raised the temperature. I taped my mouth, okay, so that way I don't snore, no mouth leaks, okay, and I still get crazy dry mouth, right? Now, honestly, that's a big issue for two reasons. One, it's waking me up at night, okay? Your mouth is super dry, uh, and I think I know the reason is doing that is because when I'm falling asleep, your muscles relax, your cheeks relax, and I get the chipmunk, right? And trust me, guys, I already bought the VCOM, something called the VCOM, which I'm gonna talk about. That's supposed to help prevent, like the chipmunking, and nothing has worked so far. Okay. And the second reason I'm concerned about it is dry mouth causes teeth and gums issues. Okay, it causes tooth decay rapidly. Okay, if you're on the machine every day for hours, just imagine the damage it's causing to your mouth. Okay, now I'm looking down here I'm trying to think. Now that's a big concern because you know what? I brush my teeth like 3 times a day. I do all that good stuff, and I still have teeth and oral issues. So the fact that I already have those issues, right? Like I don't know if it's hereditary or what. The fact that I have that, CPAP is only gonna make it worse, and that's a huge concern for me. I am not gonna lie. Okay, that's probably my biggest concern right now on CPAP therapy, is the dry mouth damaging my teeth, damaging my gums, because that's crazy expensive to fix. No one likes a bad mouth, okay? From the breath that you're gonna get, the teeth rotting, which happens, right? Tooth decay from dry mouth on CPAP therapy. Now, this is what I've done so far. Let me show you guys. Um, where's it at? Sorry about that, guys. Should have my stuff ready. I bought these right here. It's for dry mouth. Pretty much, you stick it in your gums. Okay, 2 of them, one in each mouth, and it's supposed to help with salivating, keeping your mouth moist, right? So, and it's supposed to help you reduce teeth decay, right? There's even gum made out of xylitol. So I've used that. I've used the xylitol gel. Okay, I hope that's what it's called, dry mouth gel. Now the first day I've used this, I kind of put a lot, and I used it in combination because that's how panicking I was, and I am still. I used it in combination, and oh my god, the day was horrible. I had dry mouth all day. I think I still have it because of that day, right? I haven't fully recovered yet. The food tastes weird, less flavorful. I drank a bunch of water, and even though I was going to the restroom, I still felt like I have a dry mouth. So I think I'm prone to dry mouth anyways, but CPAP therapy has made it worse. Okay, so hopefully I get a handle on that. Last night I've only used this, so I'm gonna make an updated video after about a week and see how I feel. Okay, the chin strap is not gonna help me out. I already used mouth tape, so that's that. All right, guys. So that's 5 things that I wasn't expecting from CPAP therapy. Okay, guys. Now, if you've been on it for a while, maybe you've been on it for a couple weeks, months, let me know what are something that you weren't expecting about CPAP therapy. Good, bad, and everything in between, guys. Okay, guys? And if you made it this far, please comment, like, subscribe, as it helps me out. Lets me know you guys like this content, things of that nature. All right, guys? Peace. Peace again.